What's up, everybody? Hey, this is Nita, the Astromystic. Thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate all your support. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button below. All right, so today I am going to talk about Pluto and how it's going to affect your chart, yourself, when we get into more of this Pluto energy that just went retrograde on April 25th. That will last through October 4th. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Pluto, and then we'll go through each sign. I'll probably do rising signs, since some people don't know beyond that, beyond their sun sign or their ascendant or rising sign. So Pluto is the powerful planet. It is the planet that rules crisis and catastrophes and power. Did I mention power? It's like the control, like where you have control. It rules your sex, your sexuality, you know, even sexual abuse, if that has ever occurred. Struggles with power. It rules death. It rules the darkness, transforming your life. It rules destruction. And it's also like a rebirth, you know. You go through something and it's a rebirth. Secrets, you know, Pluto rules secrets. So, you know, when you look at Pluto, you always have to figure out what you're missing. You know, like, you got to dig deep, because Pluto is a Scorpio energy, and Scorpios want to dig the deepest they can. They want to dive in the deep end and find the core, the why, the how it works. You know, they want to know everything. So, and Pluto is, you know, like that with Scorpio. It wants to know, you know, your deepest, darkest thoughts, your inner secrets. And so when you think of Pluto like doing transits or moving through your chart, you want to look at what you might be missing, or, you know, think of it like you have to go through darkness to get to the light. You know, like going down the tunnel and you can see the light. It's just you've got to get there. That's basically what Pluto is you have to recognize and work with the dark parts of you, the shadow parts of you, to understand the light parts of you. Sometimes we don't want to face the dark sides of us because, you know, they're not always pretty. But let's be real. We all have had a lot of darkness in our life. We've all went through things that we're not proud of, that we wish we could change, or whatever it is. But that makes us who we are. That's how we grow. And, you know, that's how I'm talking about going through the dark to get to the light. You have to go through certain things in your life to evolve, to get closer to the light. So, with that being said, like I was saying a second ago, Pluto just went retrograde. So when the planets go retrograde, that means they kind of slow down. You know, you hear a lot of people say they go backwards. I don't really have a strong opinion on, I don't see how they would go backwards, but I'm not an astronomer or anybody that studies, you know, that types of things. So I'm going to go on what I know, and I say they just slow down. So, and for me, retrogrades, I think, are sometimes a good thing. Sometimes they're a little challenging, and for some people they're a little difficult. I think it depends on you as a person and where it's going to be affecting your chart, yourself, you know, your chart, your life. When I say it, your chart, I mean your life, the most. So, you know, we can look at that several different ways. So, anyways, let's jump into, like, if you're an Aries rising. So every sign that I'm going to do is, if you're an ascendant or rising, And some people even, you can compare it to your sun sign, but I like the rising because it's pretty accurate. So, if you're an Aries rising, this is going to be over in your 10th house. And you're going to be going through some self changes, some long-term, maybe in your work, or maybe how people see you. And Pluto is going to change that drastically for you. So it's almost like Pluto's going to take away things that you don't need, or you don't recognize about yourself. Maybe it's the darker parts of you. So even if you do, like, hit face first in this trend, in what's going on, it's okay, because remember I keep saying there's light at the end of the tunnel. So remember that. And these are going to be changes that are going to steer you into the right direction. So if you're a Taurus, this is going to be falling in your 9th house. And, it's going to be like some changes for you, I feel like. Maybe expand your thoughts, or like how you decide on things. Maybe your values, maybe it's going to change some of the way you think about value, or some things that you value, like really deeply. I think it's going to, be like more of a bigger picture for you, expand your mind out and find a deeper, meaning for, what you're looking for, or what you value, and what you want to, take forward. And then Geminis are going to be in the 8th house. And the Geminis are going to be, this may be a little bit of a tough one for some Geminis. Not tough as in you can't, oh my gosh, you can't get through it. But Geminis are some pretty cool cats, So it's just going to be the darker side, Geminis. You're going to be, looking for, the truer parts of you. You're probably even going to look at like your closest relationship, even your intimate relationships, not your partnerships, but your intimate relationships. And you're going to want to find like a balance, or like where you find like that deep part of you. Those are what's going to come up for you. And have no fear, because we will all make it through this. Pluto's tough, dark energy. So Cancers are going to be at the 7th house. And so, all right, so 7th house, Cancer. So this is going to be all about relationships. Again, Cancers and Caps, you guys have not had a break this year, it seems like. So for you Cancers, it's going to be about, your relationships. What are the dynamics? Do you have passion? Do you have power? Do you have, are you obsessed? Are you, are you in it to win it? Are you, is there any manipulation there? This is going to be such a strong focus on your relationships. So, Cancers, and I know you take this very seriously, because this is, this is your home. This is your heart. So, this is going to be a thing for you guys. You guys are going to have to really think about your relationships and how you're going to move toward the future, and what are you going to do about it? This is time to get serious. So for the Leos, this is going to be in your 6th house. So this is all about your being mindful, your everyday activities, your what are you taking serious in your life, and what are you not taking serious? It's going to be like, how do you get, how you're going to take this life and, alter it a little bit. Because, Leos, we're all about that passion. You guys love it. And, you don't really like all those rules. So, finding that passion in your daily life and really like making that, you know, a way to pursue, you know, like go forward. I'm trying to think of a word and I couldn't get it out. So, yeah, Leos, you've got this. It's just, you gotta like, you know, fish your way through there a little bit and figure it out. And that way you guys can shine. So, Virgos, this is going to be in your 5th house. And, Virgos, this is going to be about your passion. Like, where is your passions? And, what makes you like truly happy? Like, what does that look like for you? You know, who you really are down there, because we know you Virgos, you're some serious people. And, you know, how are you going to like reconstruct or transform those strong analytical mentalities that you have up there, and so you can enjoy life a little bit more? This is going to push you to find those deep-seated passions, or bring out the passion. You know, that's going to be maybe that dark weave that you may have to fish your way through till you get to the light at the end of the tunnel. So I think this is going to happen for everybody in a different way. And it's just a matter of how we navigate through this. So Libras, this is going to be hitting your 4th house. And Libras, this is your heart. This is your home. Where are you going to make these changes? This is going to be something different for Libras. You're going to have to face some fears. And, you know, see where your relationships really are. Are they ready to go to the next level? Are they a deeper level already? Or are you just sitting on the surface of them? You know, Pluto's going to be like, you got to do the work. You're going to have to do this work. You're going to have to navigate through that tunnel. And, if it's not working, it's not working. But if it is, then you'll like come out on the other side happier, you know, and it'll feel better because it'll be more heart related. So then we have Scorpio. Scorpios, this is going to be in your 3rd house. And this is going to be like how you communicate with others, how you express yourself. You know, your style, is your style going to change, or are you going to have like, you know, a different way you think about things? Or, because, you know, Scorpios, you're already such an intro person anyways. This is going to just, you know, force you to come out a different way or a little differently. You're going to have to speak up, speak your mind, speak your truth, express yourself. And it's going to force you through that darkness, you know. It may bring some new things to you, you know, but you've got to communicate that, or you're going to be stuck in that. You're going to be stuck in that cave or that tunnel, you know. You're going to be in that darkness, and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to have to like force your way into this, because Scorpios, I know how hard it is to put yourself out there like that. So, but you got this, you know. Scorpios are tough. They're resilient. So you guys are, you know, you guys are on it. So next we have Sagittarius, which is going to be transiting your 2nd house. And so Sag, this is your focus. This is going to be your money. How are you going to keep your flow of money going? What do you value? You know, Sag is, you know, we know you like that adventure. So, you know, what's your security? What do you find value in? You know, what really means something to you? You know, like, you know, gets down into your soul kind of value, you know? What, you know, and with Pluto there, you know, you may even think about, you know, because, you know, Jupiter and Pluto is a good, wealthy, good money aspect. So it's like, you may take this even further. And so, but you may have to go through that, you know, that dark tunnel. So, but there's, you know, going to be something better on the other side. Capricorns, it's going to be hitting your 1st house. And this is going to be like something new for you. You're going to, you know, like find maybe like a new part of you. Like you're probably going to go through like a transformation, or, you know, like something is going to have to be cut away, you know, and you're going to be like a, you know, a rebirth. You may find that you may have more control or power over something that you have nurtured and like worked so hard for. You know, maybe you find, you know, like some old habits or old ways that just doesn't work for you anymore. You may walk through that shadow and see that and, you know, be able to transform that. And possibly it may transform your entire long-term goals, because you're going to find who you are or change who you are. So then Aquarius, this is going to be hitting your 12th house. All right, Aquarius, this is going to be some intuition, some stuff that you can't see, you know, the subconscious, and, you know, getting closer to the divine, and, you know, maybe you're going to want to try to escape this, you know, maybe you're going to try to escape the darkness, but you can't. So trust yourself. You know, you Aquarius, you guys are really intellect and some high intuition, so use that to your advantage. Don't feel that shadow just creeping on you. Just be like, I got this, and go for it, you know, because remember, there's light on the other side. I know I keep saying that, but I want people to know that this isn't all doom and gloom. I find, you know, retrogrades and all of this, you know, darkness is, you have to work with darkness, so you have a balance between the dark and the light. It's the duality, you know. Duality is everything. I mean, literally everything. So, Pisces, this is going to be hitting your 11th house. So Pisces, what's your dreams? What's your long-term goals and your dreams? This is where you're going to have to walk through the shadows to figure it out, and, you know, maybe give up some control or give up some power, or step into some control or step into your power. You know, maybe it has to do with, you know, loved ones or partners, or, you know, your passion or your job. Somewhere you're going to figure out how all of those fit into your long-term life or your long-term goals that you're working toward. Because something there is not working. And so go through this moments in these days and months, and just figure out where the shadows are and just work with it. And don't get into that mentality of, I've got to get away from this, I got to go. Because we know Pisces, you're dreamy and you like don't want to do the whole harsh reality. So hang in there, because it's gonna be better on the other side. I always say that with all of the chaos and the madness in the world and destruction, there's always like a collateral beauty on the other side of it. And, you know, even for myself, I went through a lot of dark shadows and worked through that for years and years. And, you know, being in the light is, you know, it's undescribable. So, get to the light, get through those shadows. I mean, because we're always going to have the darkness. We have to. It's just how you get there. So maybe I'll do some videos on shadow work. You know, maybe you guys can comment and let me know if you want me to do some videos on shadow work and how to navigate through the subconscious to get through that. That could be something else we talk about. So thank you guys for coming to my channel. I appreciate all your support and supporting all my platforms, and subscribing and liking and commenting and sending me emails. That's so awesome. I appreciate all of them. I love you all. If you can share my page out, and get others on. I can do, once we get 1,000 subscribers, I can start doing live videos on here. So that's what we're working toward. And again, thank you so much. And I will be back with more videos, and you all have a wonderful day.